Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me, never. I'm so cashless, I'm Tyson in his prime.
You know me, man. I'm Barry Bonds with mine. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pressure Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
What up, people?
What's up, motherfuckers? This is the Pressure Podcast, rated M for Millennial, live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy, King Cole.
What's up? It's LeBron. What's up, guys?
Now, this is the Thursday edition where we mostly talk basketball, but we will cover the Thursday night football game that just ended. I just got off work, so I never got to see the full game. I got to see the ending. I'm looking at the score right here, 27-34. Chargers took care of business at home. 355 total yards for Denver for against 380 for the Chargers, which was a pretty even match. The thing is that the Chargers are a little bit more experienced just because the other side has Bo Nix, who's a rookie
quarterback, man.
Which put up a fight. He didn't turn the ball over. 263 yards.
Y'all played
29
Herb.
for 40. 2 TDs. The Herb was 23 of 31. Probably one of his better games
Somebody
I've
had
seen
the
all year.
nerve to put in the comments. Justin Herbert just proved how he's still an elite quarterback.
No.
Fuck no.
He's not an elite quarterback, but this is the most we've seen. He's still not. He has yet to show us Saiyan blood DNA. Like Saiyan, like those guys. Well, not that guy.
We're talking
those
about
guys.
clutch and big games, guys. This is not a big game for him. This was one of those where, honestly, it could have went either way, and we still would have been like, you know what I'm saying? You did your job. I feel like you did your job. That's what I look at. I don't look at it like he impressed me or like he showed me something. You went up against a rookie quarterback. You were down in this game, and you just so happened to get out of it.
So,
And really, honestly, Gus Edwards really saved your ass.
Seriously.
He had 2 touchdowns. If you don't have those 2 touchdowns, we don't know where this game is at. They're probably whooping y'all ass.
Well,
So,
the funny thing is, though,
I'm not buying it.
it's not just clutch and big pressure games. It's also the fact that he's yet to show us why he's supposed to be a franchise quarterback getting paid over $200 million.
Exactly.
When I mean by Saiyan DNA, for those who don't know, Saiyans are a warrior race in the Dragon Ball Z universe, okay? In the Dragon Ball universe, pause. But to be a Saiyan, you have to show me that you're willing to fight, you're willing to scratch and claw for everything, every inch, every fucking yard, every point that you can make, pause. But Justin Herbert, this is probably his best game of the year, 23 of 31 for 284, 2 touchdowns, but he did have a pick. However, that still doesn't mean that you have, you know what I'm saying, DNA. You're not a Saiyan warrior. You're not. What you are is...
Goddamn it, white boy.
You're just one of the Earthlings that could fight. That's maybe like Hercules. He has a power level of 5. You know what I'm saying? He's just one of those guys that you don't take serious. But if you were a regular normal being, you have to take serious because he's better than you, obviously. But against the universe, he ain't shit.
2-point conversion was big because it turned into a 4-point game instead of a 3-point game. And what it did was it made Knicks have to, go down the field and try to score, and they weren't able to. So that's where I felt like the game was won. But can't nobody tell me that was a great throw either. That was just a great play by the wide receiver as well. So I'm not impressed.
The way I see it, y'all, if the playoff were to start today, would you? I don't care if it was it would be somebody who's well, I got the playoff spots right here. So let's say the bracket. Let's say you have the Chargers either versus the Steelers, versus the Broncos, versus the Texans, versus the Vikings or the Bucks or the Packers or the Commanders. I don't trust Herbert against none of them. The only one I can trust him against is a Geno less Seahawks. A Seahawks without Geno and that's about it. Because there's no way they're beating the Lions or the Eagles or the
And
Ravens.
if Knicks is more experienced, he handles this differently, and he wins this game going away because they were up going into the half, and I believe they got the ball back in the second half. They ended up going down, getting the field goal, but then they went dry after that. They couldn't score after that for a while. So I feel like if he converts a couple of those and turns those into field goals, Justin Herbert doesn't have a chance. So let's just calm down on the eliteness. I don't want to hear elite.
No, he's not elite.
When it comes
He's
to
definitely not elite.
Justin Herbert.
They need to calm that down. He's not elite. And one of my my thumbnails for one of our videos, we covered Justin Herbert extensively, and because he had the primetime game, and we'll admit he's good. We're not saying he's absolute trash, but compared to what he's supposed to be for what he's getting paid for is what we're talking about. Not just absolute trash. He ate on you know what I'm saying, on what's it called? What's a good example?
By the numbers, Knicks outplayed
Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers kind of guy. We ain't talking that he's absolute trash. We're not saying he's Will Levis. What we're saying is for the money that he's getting paid, he's nowhere near his peers. Nowhere. Like nowhere.
By the numbers, Knicks outplayed him. He didn't turn the ball over. So
no.
One thing that Herbert still did was turn the ball over. He's just not a big-time player to me.
The Herbert's in a very good, well-built team. Now, they've always suffered through injuries. Nick Bosa's barely ever there. And, is it Nick or Joey Bosa that's there?
Nick Bosa? Oh, no, Joey, you're right.
Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa, my bad.
They got Khalil Mack now, but back then they didn't have him. Keenan Allen was sometimes hurt, but he was mostly always there. Who was another person? Who was their running back? It wasn't just Eckler. It was somebody else. Who was it? Cam Akers, always injured. So this is a injured-riddled team. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, their secondary is only the thing that stays healthy. Sante Samuel and them. But a few years ago, they had a coach who used to be the defensive coordinator for Rex Ryan in the New York Trash. And I felt like they fired him, and it wasn't even his fault. They were always hurt, and they were always in close games, which is why they put up a stat earlier that I've also mentioned the last time they were against, like, it was the Broncos. It was a close game. They said a stat that, that in they have an 11-game losing streak today, that to this day, on games decided 3 or less. By 3 or less. They have an 11-game losing streak. The most is the Buffalo Bills, 2007, I think. They had 13. Well, 2000 to 2007 or something like that. They had 13. And that's just pathetic.
Goddamn white boy.
Basically, what I'm saying is I don't feel like he sealed anything. I don't feel like he sealed this game. I feel like this was just the fact that they were able to run the ball.
They won a game against a rookie quarterback at home. And it was a, you know what I'm saying, a division game, so it was a hard-fought battle.
It was a fight. It was
27 to 34. It doesn't show like nobody.
Congrats.
I don't think Denver's going to lose confidence from here, and I don't think the Chargers are going to gain confidence from here. There's just something that just had to happen, and it was a Thursday night game. They came out with a win, so both, you know what I'm saying, best for both teams.
Were the Broncos on a 4-game winning streak, I believe?
Yes.
So you know, they were due.
But the thing is that the Bengals, the Dolphins, and the Colts are so far behind, that it's unlikely that they're going to catch up. So I don't see how they're going to get. Neither of these teams should be ashamed or embarrassed or disappointed or high on themselves in a high horse or too overconfident. Nobody should come out of this game like that. It was a tough divisional game. You did the best you could. It was a rookie quarterback versus an experienced quarterback at home with a new coach. Both teams have a new coach. This is the second year under the Sean Payton regime, and this is the first year under the Jim Harbaugh regime. So both are on a new system, new culture. So we can't expect too much from these teams. However, we just want to see more. It's like we don't even want to hate the Herb. We don't want to. It's not we're even trying to. We're just calling it how we see it. We want to like Justin Herbert. We want, because the thing is, I'm in the belief, we're going to speak on this Saturday, I'm in the belief this is the greatest quarterback era of all time right here.
Damn, I don't know.
I think so. Okay. Now, granted, it's still early. Some of these guys have to win some Super Bowls to catch up to the names that were in the previous regime, but I haven't, even back then, before they won Super Bowls, I don't remember seeing this many. There was usually like 3 to 4 per conference. Right now, I see like 3 in the NFC, 4 or 5 in
Yeah,
the
but
AFC.
we know 2 or 3 from that era that would bust any of these quarterbacks.
I disagree. I disagree. I think they will match up just fine. I want to say that ours would bust there, and I want to say that they will bust ours. Sometimes they will, sometimes we will. But for the most part, I think these guys are good enough to put up a fight. And just like I'm not going to say nobody's going to get blown out here.
I guess the way the teams are structured, but I wouldn't say like QBs. I don't know about that one.
I do, because I'm looking at, okay, Rodgers, Big Ben, Peyton, Drew Brees, Tom Brady in their prime, okay? That's 5.
That's tough.
Okay? Name me somebody else that I might be missing.
No, but that's tough. That's tough. Those
Maybe
5.
Joe Flacco, because he's a champion.
No, but I'm saying that's tough. Those 5 are tough.
I understand those 5 are tough, but you know who's tough? You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry, bro, but that's 5 already, and I haven't even gotten to the Goffs and the others. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about widespread. It's not that it's just like team-wise. I'm talking this is the best quarterback era probably of all time. If it continues with Jaden Daniels and all these other guys coming through, this might be the best era. It's still early because some of these guys still have to win championships. Because remember, Big Ben's a 2-time champion.
That's why I wouldn't.
Peyton is a 2-time champion. I did say early, Drew Brees is a champion. Joe Flacco is a champion. You know what I'm saying? These guys have to win some rings now. I'm not saying they didn't know, but I'm saying I think we're in the cusp of the best era of quarterbacks of all time. I think so. It's still too early, like I said. I did say that. You could rewind it. You
made my thing prematurely ejaculate, motherfucker.
Nah. Fuck out of here. Pause that shit.
Be cool, nigga.
So, yeah, that's what I was thinking there. But let's switch up to the NBA, shall we?
Get me out of here, yeah.
That was too funny.
So, here we got to have the Mortal Kombat inspired tower ranking, shall we?
Finish him.
So, what do you got right there?
All right. This is kind of tough this week because I feel like they haven't played that many games because of that other tournament shit, and it kind of like I feel like it kind of like hurt them as far as just like being in a rhythm. They're coming back and shit like that, but my Celtics just lost to Chicago Bulls. I don't know how the fuck, but yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go with this by what I see right now. I'm gonna go with what I see right now, as far as right now. So I got the Suns at 10. I put the Bucks at 9. They won that game against OKC without Chris Middleton. I thought that was kind of big. The Nuggets at 8. I got the Rockets at 7. The Magic are at 6. I still think they're still there, even though, losing Suggs now too as well. It's like, damn, nigga, how much can you suck before you get your players back? Damn, that's fucking that really sucks for them, man. Like every time they're doing good, seems like somebody goes down for them. Even when they don't have their superstars, they're still winning, and then somebody else goes down for them. So that sucks. Then I got the Mavs at 5. I think they're playing really well. I got the Knicks at 4. OKC at 3. I got the Cavs at 2. And then the Celtics, obviously, reign supreme. They reign supreme.
I'm pretty similar. Mine's is pretty similar. So his power rankings are based on what he sees right now going towards the future.
No, right now. I'm going with right now, what I
Yeah.
see. Not the future. Just right now, the standings as far as that goes,
Yeah.
and just because it's so early, it's still so early. So it's like.
So my
This
tower
is what I'm
rankings
gonna
are a
go
little
with.
different. My tower rankings will take a little bit of everything. Future, past, present, as long as it's the same nucleus and team. And if the tournament were to start today. And this is how I have it. I got the Milwaukee Bucks, who feature the Greek Freak, my candidate for best player of the league right now. Then you've got what everybody features as the best player in the league in the Joker. Then I still got the Orlando Magic because even though they lost weapons, they still win. Somehow, some way, they're playing 500 ball, and that's not bad.
Absolutely.
Then you got the Houston Rockets, who are showing a lot of respect. They're a very, very, very solid defensive team. But offense needs to be a little bit more it's not that it needs to be more consistent. They need to evolve their offense because their offense is a little too elementary for the playoffs. It's not going to work. Then you got the Memphis Grizzlies, who are known to be in the playoffs before. They play good defense, and they're playing very, very solid offense. They're actually very they're efficient.
I feel like the Rockets just need to implement that they're gonna give the ball to Sengun first, because I feel like good things happen when Sengun touches the ball.
Well, they all got to evolve. They're playing basic basketball that a good defensive team is not going to let them score in a 7-game series. So that's what I mean. Then I got my New York Knicks there. The New York Knicks are...
Give me a hell yeah!
Carl Anthony Towns, we're kicking Minnesota's ass as we speak. It's like a 20-point game last time I checked.
Oof.
Then we got the Dallas Mavericks there. I put the Dallas Mavericks over my Knicks just because they have way more moxie.
You knew Cat was going to want to show up for this game,
Yeah.
though. You knew that.
Then I got OKC, who's the number 1 seed in the West, and bar none, I think they're going to the Western Conference Finals for sure. After that, you got the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are just absolutely elite, and then obviously the two-time defending world or the two-time NBA Finals contestants and one-time reigning champion, the Boston Celtics, who have probably the premier two-way players in the league.
Finish him.
So that was the tower rankings for this week. I got some things I wanted to talk about. Number 1 was going to be the shockers, okay? This is what is surprising out of this season and what's disappointing out of this season. Cleveland, very, very surprised. I did not expect them to start off like that. The Clippers, they're better than I expected, sure enough. The Warriors started off hot, but then they sizzled down for the last few weeks. And then Houston and Orlando, who are present surprise still. But disappointing, this is nothing except for the Milwaukee Bucks, who just won the NBA Cup. Sacramento's disappointing. Philly's definitely disappointing. Indiana's disappointing. And Minnesota's disappointing. What's going on over here, bro?
No, for real. They're not playing. I mean, like Minnesota, I think they said they were ranked like second or first in the league last year. And now they're ranked like 10th or 11th. They're not playing the same. Which is crazy to me, because you would think they would come out a lot hungrier knowing that they just lost in the playoffs.
Be cool, nigga.
That's just one. But then Milwaukee, I kind of expected that from Milwaukee. Milwaukee, if their offense is going, they're going to be in games. But their defense don't play good enough, so
I smell pussy. Is that you, John?
it's like hit or miss with them. They're almost like remember when we used to see the Magic that kind of like live by the 3, die by the 3, that early team with Turkoglu and all of them. That's kind of what I feel like Milwaukee is right now. Like, they just don't have no defensive presence.
Well, that's on Doc Rivers right there. He's supposed to be a defensive-minded coach, but he hasn't fielded a good defense in years.
Which is crazy, because they have a defensive player of the year in Giannis, if I'm not mistaken, right? Has he not won a defensive player of the year?
No, I mean, he has, but I think Rudy Gobert is a rating defensive
No, I know, but I'm just saying, this to us, he guards better than Rudy Gobert.
Hell yeah.
So that's what I mean. With you having him on the team, you would think that defense would be a lot better. But,
yeah, but
I guess him having to play on offense as well, it's kind of like, damn.
They need so much from him on offense.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he runs out of energy in the first round of the playoffs. Damian Lillard's going to have to be a little bit more efficient. Consistency. No, but even then, he needs to hit the free throw line a lot more. I don't see why a guy that shoots 90% only averages 6 or 5 free throw attempts a game. That makes no sense.
Because he wants to shoot 10 threes, Coach.
So basically, he gets fouled. He goes to the foul line 3 times. You know what I'm saying? A game. When you're a 90% shooter, you're supposed to be at least 10. You're supposed to get fouled at least 10 times and go to the free throw line more than at least, bro.
I agree.
That's impossible. So here's another thing I started looking at. The top 10 players of the NBA, because we're gonna start putting players under pressure very soon. Okay?
Give me a hell yeah!
Warriors are playing good though, by the way. Like even though they kind of fell off this week and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they're on a 3-game losing streak right now.
It's still surprising that they're up there though.
Yeah. But this is they said that fans voted on Yahoo Sports the top 10 players of this last season. Okay, so you have Jokic, Greek Freak, Luka, Embiid, Durant, Leonard, Shai Gilchrist, Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, and LeBron James. My question to you is, looking at this year.
What the fuck?
What do you see should be dropped out of there first and foremost?
Leonard.
That's one. Easy.
He hasn't even played a game.
Fuck Leonard.
What kind of shit is that? You don't have no fucking. You don't have no stats. How you gonna take that shit? You could put LeBron over Leonard. LeBron has played more than him. What the hell? What is that, bro? Why is he even on the list?
If this is this year, I'm taking.
Why is he
I'm
even
taking
on the
Embiid.
list?
I'm shooting Kawhi Leonard, and I'm flaming LeBron James. He ain't no top 10 player no more. He ain't no top 10 player no more.
But LeBron is better right now. He's better than Leonard because he has stats.
Yeah, but fuck Leonard. We're not even talking about Leonard.
doesn't
Fuck
even-
Leonard. He's definitely out of there.
Like what the?
But Joel Embiid don't belong there. He's always hurt, and LeBron
Yeah.
James don't belong there. He's too old.
Yeah, Joel Embiid, man.
I'm taking three. I'm taking 3 out. Pause. I'm putting 3 in. Pause. I'm gonna put Jaylen Brown in there. I'm
Nah.
gonna put
He's not
Jaylen Brown in
playing like a
there.
top
I'm
10
putting
player.
Jaylen Brown in there.
He's not playing like a top 10 player no.
Fuck
No.
that shit.
No, there's more guys. You could put LaMelo in there.
No, LaMelo does not belong there just yet.
But LaMelo's playing like a
No, he
superstar
is.
player.
He is. But he don't
So-
belong there. He don't belong there. Not right now.
I guess if you say like 2023, 24, then yeah. I get what you're saying because you're looking at the past as well as the what's
Correct.
going on right now. So yeah, I agree with you.
I think I have to put.
I agree with you.
I think I'm gonna have to put a Nick in there. I just don't know if I should do Cat or Jaylen
It's
Brown.
Brunson.
Yeah, but
It's not Cat.
I know it's not Cat.
Not yet.
Not yet, but Cat had way better
But
numbers
Brunson-
for a longer time than Brunson has. That's the only reason why.
Nah, but Brunson.
But Brunson is the
Brunson.
leader.
Yeah,
Brunson
but
is
what
the
people
leader.
don't understand about Brunson is Brunson was on a bench. It wasn't like it was like Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
What happened when he went to the Celtics? You know what I'm saying? So it's like no, like he's certified. He's done it for the last 2 years for the Knicks. One of the most pressurized places where you have to play flawless basketball, and he's actually living up to it. So he's living up to his contract. You got a bargain. He should be on that list. Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
So I would take off Kawhi and put maybe I'll put Shea higher. Actually, I'll probably put Shea like 4th.
I'm taking.
Yeah, because you're
Joel
taking the beat
Embiid
out,
out.
right? So I'll put Shea.
So
I'll put
Durant
Shea.
will slide up. Pause.
You're
Shai
gonna-
Gilgeous, Steph Curry, and Jason Tatum without Kawhi Leonard. So that's 2.
I don't
So
know if I
that
could
would be
agree with
7.
the Shea. I think Shea should be higher.
Shea will automatically go up. But anyway, with these 2 gone,
Yeah, but you said 6, right? I think over Durant.
no, Shea will be 5th.
Oh, okay. You say 5th. Okay.
No, I don't say it. I'm just taking those guys out, and it's gonna automatically slide up. Okay, pause. And Kevin Durant will be right here, and since Kawhi Leonard's guard, Shea will be right there.
Yeah.
And then after that will be Steph Curry and Jason Tatum, and I will put Jaylen Brown. I will put Jalen Brunson.
I don't know what Jalen Brown should be on that list.
Man, you relax. That's the fucking NBA Finals MVP. That's all I gotta goddamn say. Fuck out of here.
Give me a hell
I get
yeah.
it, but he's not playing good.
He's playing just fine. Okay, he's playing just fine.
He's not playing good the last.
And who would I put there? I want to put LaMelo, but you got to be in a winning organization. I'm sorry.
All
You gotta
right.
be.
So what
You gotta
about
be. I guess you got to put Spider Mitchell in there.
Yeah, but I am. Yeah, absolutely.
It's about time we put Spider Mitchell in there. So I put Spider Mitchell.
Absolutely.
Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brown. He doesn't agree with Jalen Brown, but
I just don't think he's playing like that right now. I mean, give him some time, and then maybe I'll put him on that list. But right now, he's just getting by. He's not really like. This is not the best version of Jalen Brown.
all right.
Is what I'm saying.
All right, so let's take Jalen Brown out. We got to take LeBron James out though. LeBron don't belong
Yeah,
there.
you can take LeBron out.
All right, so Anthony Davis,
Yeah, that's fine.
but he's not in a winning organization. Fuck him.
Be cool, nigga.
I mean, they're 500, right?
No.
They're not 500 anymore.
I don't know. They're probably. Who knows? Who
I
fucking
think they
knows?
are
Who cares?
500.
They're not 500.
Chat. Are they 500?
I bet.
The Lakers.
I bet
LA
you
Lakers.
right now that they're right below 500. Watch this.
LA Fakers.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, they are 14-12. Fuck them. That's still not a winning organization.
That's a winning organization.
That's still not a winning organization.
That's a winning organization. They're just.
I'm putting John Moran in there.
This era.
I'm putting John Moran or AD. No, I'm putting John Moran. I'm putting John Moran in there.
Okay, I can see that. But they're kicking the shit out of Golden. I think they beat the shit out of Golden State today. If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I guess you could put them in.
So
there.
that's top 10 ranking that we've seen that I thought people would like to see. I got another one. This one is called ISO tiers. These are the best players when they're on ISO. Okay, when they're isolated.
Okay.
All time. Okay.
Now that you mentioned that, since you mentioned that, I'm gonna go ahead and say this because I heard this from his mouth himself say this. He said this. Allen Iverson, and I quote, says that Kyrie Irving has the best handles of all time.
It's possible.
Out of every player.
It's definitely possible.
And to hear that from him, it's kind of legit.
It is legit. It is legit. He might just have the best handles.
That's on some other level shit. When somebody of that stature is saying something like that, that means that kid's special.
But who has better handles, AI or Steph Curry?
That's tough. What do you think, chat?
So this is the tiers of caliber of ISO players. People that when you're isolated, they just dominate. Okay, so let's look at that right here. So as you see, there's only one.
That's Goku, right? Oh, okay.
There's only one up there. He is the Goku of this shit. It's fucking Jordan. All right, it's Black Jesus. Jesus is sneakers, what Larry Bird called him. He's the only one up there, and I completely agree. Completely agree. He's the only one that belongs up there. Then you got the Mamba himself, Kevin Durant, and Allen Iverson, and I agree. Kevin Durant has dribbles, and he can shoot over anybody. I repeat, Wemby. I repeat, Shaq. I repeat, Olajuwon.
Anybody.
Holmgreen. Dikembe Mutombo. Don't matter. Don't fucking matter. He could literally, I mean, do you agree? He could shoot it over everybody, and he has his own dribbles. And he could slash to the basket and has a layup package. This man is legit an ISO killer. Complete. Iverson is a guy that everybody wanted to be like after Mike because he was one of us. He wasn't 6'8", 6'6". He a lot of us. I mean, most people don't know this.
I think most he was 6'2".
Most people don't know this. Only 10% of the population is 6 foot or over. We're 6. I'm 6'2". He's 6'3" or 4. So we, you know what I'm saying, we are like very rare commodities. So, but even then, those who are the 6 footers and 6'2" or whatever, 5'11s, we love to Iverson look at like growing up because he was the small dude. Pause. He was just a point guard who was 6 foot.
And we are
170
small.
pounds.
And we are small for the NBA too.
We are.
We're point guards.
But when we were jits, we were even shorter than what we are now. But the thing is, though, he was more relative to us. That's why everybody loves Steph Curry, because he's a small dude that could just snipe. Yeah. He may not be, he ain't no athletic dude. He ain't going to dunk on nobody, even though he can dunk. He ain't one of those those God-given, gifted dudes. No, he just has quick feet and a fucking wicked jump shot, okay? And then Mamba. The Mamba, we know who he is. He's literally Michael Jordan's little brother.
Pretty much.
Okay? And who's Michael Jordan? Just look above him. Pause. All right. Tier 3, I agree with this one. You have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaq. You have James Harden, Carmelo Anthony. And I cannot remember his name. I just had it. He was with the Detroit Pistons right before they won a championship. They traded him the year they won. After they traded him, they brought in. God damn it, I know these names and I forgot them.
Somebody's missing in these tiers, though.
We're gonna get to that. Stop! Don't jump the gun, bro. We haven't even got to tier 5 yet.
I'm just like.
We're not breaking down tier by tier first. We're gonna do all the tiers and then we're gonna see what's wrong with it and what do we see.
I got you.
Okay. God damn it! What was his name? He got traded from the Pistons to Dallas for a friend of what's it called? Isaiah Thomas.
I agree with that list though.
But this guy, he's one of the leading scorers of NBA history. He's one of the most efficient scorers of NBA history, and he's won a scoring title in the NBA. The guy in the middle between James Harden and Shaq. Pause. Then you got Wilt Chamberlain, and I believe that's Joe Johnson. Then you have T-Mac. Then you have Paul Pierce, Kyrie, and
Oh no, he's on there. Never mind.
and Dirk Nowitzki. Okay. Now Joe Johnson.
He's on
people,
there. He's on
people
there.
don't know who. He don't remember what he used to be, but before he started getting hurt, whatever, this man was a good ISO ball player.
shit.
He was like,
So they called him ISO Joe.
yeah, ISO Joe. But he was like, to put
He
into
wasn't
perspective-
like that though with Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix, he was just a spot up shooter.
Yeah, I know.
And then he goes to fucking Atlanta and gets these handles and just starts carving niggas up
Absolutely.
from anywhere.
Basically, he was like Paul Pierce Jr. just without the defense. Paul Pierce Jr. without the defense. For those who don't fucking know, everybody's like, Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was at one point the best one-on-one player in the game. Okay? You cannot stop him on offense, and you cannot stop him, and he can stop you on defense. All right? He's the truth. Put some respect in his name. I didn't like him. I don't like the Celtics.
They don't like it. Believe me, he definitely
All right? I don't like the Celtics,
But
but
you
I have to.
respect
You got to
them.
call it how you see it.
You respect him. You
Okay.
gotta respect the craft.
T-Mac at one point was better than Kobe. And that's not saying anything. That's not saying anything. Kobe will tell you himself. At one point, T-Mac was better than Kobe. That's why he's up there.
And he was
okay?
and he was gonna be up there had he not had those back issues.
And
For the
Dirk
rest of his
Nowitzki,
career.
he had a wicked jump shot, but he was a 7-footer, and he had good dribbles and good passing. He knew how to slash. He wasn't the quickest dude, but he just got the right angles enough to overpower you and get what he wanted. Pause. Then you got Kyrie Irving, who's an ISO player. He literally has the best dribbles of all time, probably, as Allen Iverson tested. Also, he's probably the best layup maker I've ever seen.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I remember that you said that they don't really hit the backboard. It should go swish.
He's the only one that's done that since Allen Iverson. Everybody else uses the backboard defensively, and I'm not saying that they don't. But if you watch some Iverson and Kyrie highlights, you'll see half their layups, they don't even use the backboard. And it's over 3 7-footers and everything. It's just, these guys are incredible. And then even when they use the backboard, they use unconventional sides of the backboard. They high off the glass and everything, and it still goes in and one. These guys are incredible. And obviously everybody knows who Wilt Chamberlain is. Is enough said there. All right, so let's go to Tier 5. Tier 5, you got DeRozan, you got Jamal Crawford, you have Akeem Olajuwon, Dwayne Wade, Gilbert Arenas, and Luka Doncic. I gotta disagree with the Gilbert Arenas, and I gotta disagree with the Olajuwon. Olajuwon wasn't even used as an ISO player. He was used like every other center was.
Gilbert was though, but he wasn't like major. What I'm saying is like he did it, but he didn't do it for that long of a period.
No, he didn't.
That's what I'm.
didn't.
I agree with you on that. Like, nah, he didn't. He's good.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was good those years he played like that, but he did that for like what 3 years.
Yeah.
And then he caught that case with the fucking, and then it derailed his whole career. So it was like,
Yeah,
He kinda put his foot
I think
in
they
his
disrespected my boy Lou Williams here. Lou Williams is better to me than DeMar DeRozan. But DeRozan is the one who started. Lou Williams came off the bench. But they got Crawford there, so they got at least that one right. But I would
yeah,
replace.
this guy's a 6th man of the year.
I will replace Gilbert Arenas with Lou Williams. And Hakeem Olajuwon, I just didn't see him as an ISO player. They used him as every other center. Give him the ball. The double team came. He passed it out. If they didn't, he'll just dominate. Because
he just had that.
I don't
great,
think that's ISO. Shaq was ISO because Shaq, it didn't matter if there was 3 motherfuckers on him. If he had the right angle, he's gonna dunk on him or get the nice little baby hook.
He just
And
had
one.
that good ass footwork. That's why you guys
Yeah.
say he's good.
I think I would put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar over Hakeem Olajuwon. To be honest with you,
Yeah, that shit was unguardable.
yeah, I gotta get this guy's name. I'm sorry, but I gotta get it. Oh, Adrian Dantley. Adrian Dantley.
Oh, okay.
That's his name. The guy in the middle right there.
Oh, you talking about the Jazz? You talking about
Yeah,
the Jazz?
Adrian Dantley. He played for the Jazz. Then they traded him to the Pistons, and that's when the Pistons started taking off.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him. I'm probably gonna have to look him up. Do
Yes,
some research.
Adrian Dantley. That was his name. Yes. He was one of the best scorers of all time. He's one of the top 75 players of all time. He's up there. He's a beast. Thing is that he was a very selfish
I'm
kind of
trying to
player.
think if there was somebody that I know was really good ISO for a very long time.
I thought about this one. I was like, okay, the only one I could think of is Lou Williams over Gilbert Arenas for
and
sure.
what comes to my head is Monte Ellis.
Monte Ellis was good.
But he's not on this list, but I'm just giving you guys
Yeah.
examples of like ISO players. See, my problem is a lot of these players, they were really good, but they weren't good for a long period. So it's like you can't give them that when all these people that are on these lists they were good for a very long time.
They were. They fucking were.
And to me, that reigns king in my book. When you do it on a consistent level, then you start getting that praise.
My boy Lou Williams got disrespected. That's all I know.
But they did a little kind of dirty there, cause he was but the motherfucker. I think he's the one who did that M1 shit so goddamn popular. This guy always had an M1, bro. It, like he would make every single one. It's like, what is going on here? Hit him from the side. Like, man, what did he do, man?
Yes. So then now I got
Guy's
another
incredible.
graphic here for us. This
Bring
one's called
it.
Prototypes. Okay. Now this one's a little interesting.
Ooh. So what we got here. Come
So
on.
there's the GOAT prototype, who's Jesus or Black Jesus. You got the King, the Mamba, the Swish, the Chuck, and the Answer. Okay. Now the GOAT, it's a guy who's great on defense, offense, can dribble, can shoot, clutch, all that shit. Okay. He's the best shooting guard you could ever ask for. The King is a guy that gets his teammates involved, great defender, does everything you need from a small forward's perspective, okay? The Mamba is a killer. He's a guy you bring in and all he does is score points. All right? He has a different mentality. The Swish is a sweet shooting forward or wing. Chuck is an annoying defender, rebounder, and trash talker, power forward. And the answer is the point guard everybody wants when you have a good center or when you need a big game. Okay? So let's take a closer look at the first three. So you got, this is funny. So you got Chris Middleton,
So who made this list?
Book, and JT on the Mamba. Middleton, get the fuck out of here.
You make the Lord very nervous.
And who the fuck put this bum, Devin Booker,
Oh my
anywhere near
goodness.
JT or the Mamba, okay?
J2 and the Mambas. It's fucked up.
That's pretty crazy. That's wild.
I ain't gonna lie,
That's
man.
crazy
Like,
work.
Devin Booker, he's nuts.
I don't know who made this
He's
list.
a fucking choke artist. But Middleton, he is a champion, but still, no. Middleton just, no.
With the King, you got LeBron, you got Paolo, you got Scotty Barnes, and you got Luka. With
Scotty
Jordan,
Barnes is fucked up.
they got Kobe, which they got right, Jimmy, DeMar DeRozan. I disagree with DeRozan.
Why the fuck is DeRozan even on the list?
And then you got Kevin Love, Cat, and KP with Dirk. You got Blake, Zion, and what's his name? Aaron Gordon, Charles Barkley. I think you do replace Zion with Draymond Green, and that's probably a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, why is Zion there?
And then Kyrie, Kemba, and Sweet and Lou.
Hell no. Kemba, get him out.
I don't know how old this is,
Get him out
guys.
the equation.
I don't know how old this is. I don't know when was this made or whatever, but I saw this and I laughed my ass off because even back then, I still wouldn't have made these comparisons. Okay, but it can't be that old if they have Zion on here. It can't be that old if they got Zion on here. But in the I was gonna say let's have some fun with this. In the Jordan shit, I'm definitely taking DeRozan out of there, and I'm gonna put Anthony Edwards. okay, or Dwayne Wade. And the LeBron one,
Dwayne Wade.
I'll keep Luka,
Dwayne
Paolo,
Wade. Anthony Edwards ain't there yet. He needs more.
and
They need to make these lists more about like superstars that played already, not the ones that are coming now, because that's too much pressure.
yeah. See,
I gotta be Jordan out here. Fuck.
I'm taking Scotty Barnes out of the LeBron James. Well, I'll keep Paolo and Luka there, but I'm putting JT there and taking Scotty Barnes. I think Tatum's more of a LeBron
Then a Kobe.
than a Kobe.
Okay.
And I don't even think he's either or. He's just more closer to LeBron than Kobe to me. I think he's literally Melo 2.0, or a better version of Melo.
That's what you said.
I'm removing everybody underneath the Mamba. The only ones that you put with the Mamba would be another one, like I said, Ant Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and
Who's another guy who's like? Yeah, probably be DeRozan.
nah.
I mean, you talk about clutch. You talking about like with that mentality that he just gonna put the shot up. That's
Yeah.
DeRozan.
I'll put Jaylen Brown in there.
Brown don't really do that.
Jaylen Brown dunks on people.
Oh, you talking about Duncan? I was talking about like.
And in the NBA
I'm talking,
Finals,
I'm talking about the big shots. You right. You right.
he took the biggest shot outside of Kristaps Porzingis.
You're
And
right.
Drew Holiday had a few.
I'm with you when you're right. Bro, you know it's my favorite player, so I'm tough on him, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know why. He's already a fucking champion and NBA Finals MVP and a fucking Larry Bird trophy winner.
I want to be able to put him in that.
He
in
won
that
the
name.
Larry Bird trophy,
Eventually
the Bill
put him
Russell
up
trophy,
there
and
with
the
that
NBA
name.
Finals trophy.
When I start hearing, oh, Jaylen Brown might be
Cool,
Kobe
nigga.
all over again, then I'll be like, okay.
With Dirk, that's not a bad list. I'll take Kevin Love out of there, Mr. 0 points. KP, Cat, you can leave him there, and then Anthony Davis. I think that's fair. That's an easy one.
Where? For Dirk?
On the Dirk one, you got KP, Cat, and AD.
No, yeah, that one's good.
No, not with Kevin Love.
Oh, wait, I didn't see Kevin. Who you said you put?
AD.
AD? Yeah.
All right. Charles Barkley, I'll put. Aaron Gordon can stay there. We'll take Blake Griffin because he's retired now, and Zion, he doesn't belong there.
I'm taking Gordon out, too.
I'll put Dylan Brooks.
Don't do Charles like that. That's damn, how you gonna do it like that? How you gonna put Dylan Brooks in there?
And Draymond Green.
So basically, what y'all saying is he didn't have a career. He was just out there.
No, it's just that
being a bully.
out of everybody, because the thing is that they're not just bullies, they're like camera favorites, just like Charles always was. Charles wasn't just a camera favorite now; he's always been like that. Shaq, same thing. The cameras always loved him. That's Dylan Brooks and Draymond Green, kinda.
I don't know about Dylan Brooks. A lot of people don't like Dylan Brooks because of things.
Except cameras.
With
Except cameras. I don't know why.
you got a point.
And then with Iverson, Kyrie,
Because they
Brunson,
always want the villain, bro. They always want the villain.
and Ja Morant. I'll put Kyrie, Brunson, and Ja Morant. Because Curry and AI are not the same kind of players at all. At all. I think you could put... Now, fuck that shit. I'm putting Butler...
How about De'Aaron Fox?
De'Aaron Fox fits there. I'll put Butler over here, and in this, I only have Kobe, Steph Curry, and who's another one?
I like that. Even though he's just a scorer. He's got that mentality.
I'll say Prime T-Mac. Fuck that shit. Prime T-Mac. Because Dwayne Wade is more on the Mamba side.
I don't know.
Dwayne Wade to me is more of a Mamba than a Jordan.
I know Dwayne Wade had Shaq, but it wasn't Shaq in his prime. Shaq was injured at the time in the finals.
No, it wasn't.
And
He played.
yeah, but I'm saying he wasn't really doing much. It was more Wade.
I think it was like 19.4 and 12 rebounds a game. That ain't bad.
That's what he averaged?
That ain't bad.
I thought it was less.
Nah, his last year-
I guess Wade just did that much more that I was like captivated, let me say, because I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker had a hell of an NBA Finals against those Mavericks.
Well, that was only the last 4 games. The first 2 games, he was trash. They all were. But they somehow. But this is why I always say, down 0-2 ain't nothing. They won. They lost the first 2 at home. Then they had to win 3 in a row, and then win the game 6 at home to win the title. So you see,
You ain't gotta do it every night. Some nights is not gonna be your night, and you're gonna lose, and that's where you man up, and you know, hey, you took a loss.
Yep.
You go out there and try again. Figure it out. Once you figure it out, that it's like got your ass. That's it. That was it. Dwayne Wade figured them out. Simple.
So that was a funny one I saw. Like, let me look at this shit up. Oh man. Yeah.
So now, who you got in your MVP race right now?
It's still kind of the same, just because, like you said, they didn't really play that many games because of the stupid cup. So right now I got Tatum, SGA, and
Giannis?
nah,
You don't have Giannis in there?
I don't have Giannis or Jokic in there.
Okay. What about Luka?
Nope. He's in the outside looking in still. And I'll just say,
All right, so let's just keep it at 3 then.
Spider Mitchell, probably.
Let's just keep it at 3 because I got Giannis and Jokic because, I mean, they're just putting up really good numbers.
You're gonna have to break records for.
I get that yeah.
You're gonna have to break records for them to win a MVP as a 5th seed.
That's true.
6th seed.
This is true.
You gotta be one of the top seeds, broski. However, this is why we do this, the podcast. What does the pressure mean? It's to perform, react, and endure using strategies in sports under rigorous environments, okay? That's what pressure means.
Finish him.
And the reason we did this is so we don't have to go by what they go by. We could make our own rules. It's our shit. We make our shit the way we want to. And we don't have to have the best record here. I'm just letting you know, as a viewer, if you expect your favorite, who's the 5th seed, to win an MVP in the NBA, it ain't going to happen unless he breaks a record. However, I'm not putting...
what was that, like Westbrook, right? The year Westbrook?
I'm not putting Greek Freak or this guy, Jokic, in my fucking MVP. It's not just because of the record. It's just that I think there are players outplaying them right now. I don't care how many more stats they have. What they're doing to win games, they're getting outplayed as we speak. This
is true. That's the main thing, right? To win. It's not about stats. You're right. That is true.
So on the eve of the Super Bowl is we're gonna start putting NBA players under pressure. We're gonna start putting them in the gravity rooms. Okay. Right now, the gravity rooms are just filled with too many football players because the season matters more right now. Okay. The gravity rooms are just it's a little too crowded, so the NBA players got to wait to use it. All right. They're still in the lab, but they're not in the gravity room just yet. So enjoy the weeks because we're gonna put y'all motherfuckers under pressure soon enough.
Fatality.
Okay. Anything else? You have a top 5 over there?
No, I don't have a top 5.
Not me either. So I think that will cover it for us today. This is a good sesh. Appreciate the viewers. Whenever you like, feel free to like, leave a comment, subscribe. And we are the Pressure Podcast, where the only podcast where view has say. So if you want to, I can send you a link so you can put you in a little screen right here. Hop on the mic, talk your shit, baby.
Give me a hell
Appreciate the
yeah!
viewers.
Saturday we'll be back at midnight to make our predictions, talk about what we see coming forward before the cell games begin in the NFL, and also a new bum of the week. We have a new bum of the week, and we also have brand new tower rankings.
Finish him!
So very soon, things are starting to get clearer for the cell games, and we're gonna get January football, baby, just like I like it. So appreciate all the
Been waiting
viewers.
all year
For
for
real.
this.
We've been waiting. I've been waiting all year. I've been waiting since the cruise, since January, to get back at the punk ass Chiefs. All right, y'all. So we're here Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at midnight. So we.